you on today? So I've got loads to do. Friday's turned into a really busy day somehow. I don't know how, but anyway. Right, ambition. Ambition is a funny thing, right? Because when you think about it, you know, people who have kids and that, and you say, like, you know, what do you want for them? Well, you know, when they're first born and everything, it's like, well, I want them to have 10 fingers and 10 toes and just to be happy and healthy, right? But then somewhere down the line, what you want, that's what parents want for their kids, okay? And they always want them to have more than they've had and all of that sort of stuff. But then for that person, so you as the kid have then grown up, that's what you want for your kids, but then for yourself, you know, kind of that all goes out the window. Happy and healthy doesn't seem like you want to be, but you don't know how to get it. So then you start buying stuff to get it. And I've been there, I've done it. So this is a true story from someone who I was talking to who had left their job and was going, morning Tom, had left their job and was going to a new job. And when they were leaving, they were talking about ambition and stuff like that. And somebody said, my ambition is to own a Land Rover. It's not ambition, is it? Is it? I don't know. Because all I know is, I used to earn a decent amount of money. I used to have a decent car. Hello, Scott. How are you doing, my lad? I used to have a decent car. I used to earn a decent amount of money. You know, all of that sort of stuff. I had what you would call the perfect life. And I still ended up unhappy. How does that happen? How does that happen? So, you know, that's not an ambition, is it? So think about it. So this is someone who said, my ambition is to own a Land Rover. It's like, I find that quite scary. Because, okay, you might need a car, all that. I don't even have a car these days. I don't have one. I'm not allowed to park outside my house. I don't have one. I get everywhere on foot. Because I like being fit, strong and healthy. So that's what I walk everywhere on foot. And then if I need to get anywhere, I use public transport. And then people go, but that's too expensive these days. It's like, yeah, but I'm not paying for a car, am I? So think about it. So this is when it gets me to thinking about health and fitness as well. Because people don't want to spend money on that. They want to scrimp and save as much as possible so that they can then go and spend it on a car or on something else. You know, something that they don't need. Okay? And if you're scrimping and saving, say, and not spending money on your health and fitness, because that'll be fine, because you can keep moving, so I'm going to spend it on a decent car, which sitting in a car seat isn't going to help if you're sitting in an office desk all day as well. And then you're going to be using that car to nip to the shops and back and do this and do that, so you're going to end up not walking as much. So the extra money that you're spending on that car that you're neglecting your health and fitness is actually doing you damage as well, when you think about it. And this might all sound like bullshit, and I don't care, because I know it's true. Because I used to do it, right? I was talking to one of my friends at the weekend up in Newcastle. He hasn't had a car for years, right? He's a bit of an eco-warrior and all that, which is, you know, that's fine, that's his thing. And he's now got a car, because he needed one for work, I think. And he said he found himself, he hasn't had a car for like 20 years, and he said he found himself walking out the house to go to the shops, which were like 2 minutes, which were over there, 2 minutes away, and he was like, he grabbed his car key, walked out, started, and then he was like, hang on, and so he walked up and walked back. But at some point, that might become just a thing, and then he goes like, and then after doing it a couple of times, he'd be like, right, yeah, I'll just drink the car, drive the shops, drive back, all of that. You know, and I'm not an eco warrior or anything like that, and I'm, you know, it's not like trying to save the planet and all that, because, you know, everyone you try to do your bit, do a bit of recycling and all that, which is absolutely, you know, that's the way it goes, but, you know, you just do as much as you can, don't you? And I know people need cars for work and all of this sort of stuff, so that's fine. However, if your ambition in life is just to own a car or something materialistic, have more money or whatever, I'd say, you know, from my point of view of a person who's earned a lot of money and had a decent car and all of that sort of stuff, it doesn't matter. In fact, having a decent car was more trouble than it was worth, because it kept getting keyed outside. I used to live in a house in Swindon. Exactly, Ant, yeah. I mean, I know you need yours, but you know, you cycle to the sessions and stuff like that when you can, don't you? That's perfect. But you know, like the car I had I had a driveway when I was living in Swindon. I had a driveway, absolutely fine. As soon as I moved to Bath, when I finally got rid of the car because it was doing me head in, it had a scratch on every single panel because people used to. Thank you, Audrey. Yeah, because people used to key it. I even found a kebab on the windscreen once, so people used to just like, you know, it's just a thing, it's the way it is. But anyway, that's going off point. But they are more trouble than they're worth anyway, because they cost more to keep running and all of that sort of stuff, cost more on petrol, all of that. Anyway, the point is, why do you want to spend more money on stuff rather than actually keeping yourself going? Because you're not going to be there to enjoy that stuff if you're not around, are you? And the thing my brother said, which is great, and I use this all the time, and I don't know where he probably got it from, somewhere else as well, because everything's already been said. Yeah, possibly. Now this was pre-Paul Lamb. This was in like 2007. Anyway, what was I going to say? My brother says all the time, you spend the first half of your life acquiring stuff, and then you spend the second half of your life giving it away, getting rid of it, because like you end up with all this stuff that you don't need. You know, so there you go. So rather than acquiring all this stuff and then giving it away, acquire some health and fitness, and then you can, you know, you don't need. Scott, who's on actually, was talking about something. He was like, you know, we were in a thing, and he was talking about how like finding ways of doing stuff that doesn't cost money to save a bit of money. Finding ways of doing stuff. You know, like I go for a walk every Wednesday. I love it. It switches my mind off, and I absolutely love it. I'm outside in the elements. Doesn't matter if it's raining or whatever. I see loads of different things. The changing of colours of the seasons, all of that. It costs me nothing, zero, and it's getting me fitter and stronger, and it's good for my mental health and well-being, and it gets me vitamin D, and I love it, and it's great. You know, so it's a win-win situation. So that's my ambition. My ambition in life is just to be happy with who I am and do that for as long as possible. And that's not attached to money or what do you call stuff? What do you call it? Stuff, material goods. That's it. Which is basically, if you call stuff material goods, it gives it like it sounds good. If you just call it stuff, what do you need it for? So, with that in mind, this will cost you nothing. If you just click the link below, there's a program in there which tons of guys have downloaded, and it's worked for them. There's guys on here now who've downloaded it, it's worked for them. There's guys on here now who've downloaded it and then come online and done some programs there. There's guys on here now who've come online and done that program and then turned up to me in the park. Who've applied to come along to the park and came along and then got fitter, stronger and healthier. And they've still got all the stuff that I had anyway as well. So they've got both. Best of both worlds, isn't it? So then they'll be around to enjoy that stuff unless they want to get rid of it. But there you go. Right. I'm done. That's the week over. You can catch up on all these videos on Sunday, by the way, in the email I send out. You'll see them all in there. I'm doing a webinar on October the 31st on what to do to get fitter, stronger and healthier. That actually works. There's a guy who was on the last one who's already lost a stone, and the last one I did was middle of September, so what we're on middle of October. So he's already lost a stone, so that's cool. There you go, there we'll have it. Have a great weekend. I will talk to you on Monday. Download the program.